You think you're getting those eggs? Or are you eating chicken poop? Welcome back, it's Brittany Michelle, and today I have what I like to call a good housekeeping day. It is springtime and there is a lot to do. This time of year, I am itching to get outside and get motivated. It's always a nice refresh when spring comes around. I like to get up early and get my workout in, and then of course I tend to all my lovely wildlife and animals. It's one of my favorite parts of my day. I work 12-hour shifts, so these days off just bring a lot of joy in my life as I get to spend a little bit extra time with my family, as well as get some big projects done and some deeper cleaning that I don't have time to do early morning or late at night when I work. So it's time for some good housekeeping, and it's a get work done kind of day. Let's go. I am doing starters, plant starters, veggie starters, flower starters for the first time ever. I am so excited. My friends Ian and Aaron really helped me get going on this project. They are the king and queen of gardeners. So I just picked up some Jiffy Pellets that I'm going to put some herbs, veggies, and flower starter seeds in, hoping they germinate and sprout up and get nice and big by the time our ground is no longer frozen. This Jiffy setup was so easy to use. You use some warm water, cover the pellets, and then it rises as it absorbs all of this water and it softens those pellets, and then you can just put your seeds right in. To help the growing process, these pellets are sitting on a warming mat, and then there is a grow light overhead that you can set on a timer, so you can set it to certain hours of the day of how long you want it to stay on. While I was grabbing the eggs, I noticed how messy it is where these chickens have been pecking around. They are so excited now that they can free range trying to get the little bugs and grubs, but it's making this entryway very messy and muddy, so I just did a quick cleanup of it. It only took a few minutes before I went back inside. Hey, sweet girl. This quick project turned into a little bit longer project as I noticed all these dead leaves covering our side stairwell. It's a really dark and damp place over on the side of our house, so I just wanted to get it cleaned up real quick. And then I turned into doing a little bit of chicken work because I noticed they were really low on their food. We use a non-GMO corn and soy-free chicken feed, and then like typical myself, I spilt half the bag just trying to fill up the feeder, so the girls got an extra little food to peck around in their chicken pen. I just spilled it everywhere. All right, good luck. All on the ground, but she's eating it out of the feeder. I have a huge mess in my kitchen to clean up today, but I also have some bigger projects that I wanted to do in the kitchen. And one of them was actually going through and organizing my recipes that I have printed or written out. I have been so bad about just taking out my recipes and leaving them and not keeping them sorted. So I did a whole reassortment today with my appetizers, breakfast, dinner, side dishes, etc., and put them all in a row and put them back in my main recipe binder. So this felt really good to do a cleanup. It's a great idea for you to do too if you have printed recipes that you use. One of the bigger projects I wanted to tackle today was vacuuming out all my big main drawers and then wiping them down. I just used Mrs. Meyer's cleaning solution on these drawers. I like to use a variety of products. I'm actually currently working on making some homemade cleaning solution, and that is in the works, but until then I am just using what I like to call really natural cleaning product. And this was a good reset for me for my spring kitchen, is just feeling fresh and clean when you look into your drawers. When you go to grab your pans or your utensils, it's always gross when you see crumbs everywhere. So that was a nice reset to do. These were 3M stickers that I used for my utensil holder. It helped the whole entire utensil holder not slide around in my drawer, and I really liked it, but these were getting old, so I thought I would take them off and then just evaluate to see if I wanted to do it again. But I actually really did think it was a good kitchen hack to do. These are my onion goggles. Does anybody else own these? Please let me know in the comment section below. They are so filthy. I don't think I've actually ever washed them. It's been 10 years. I think I got them for a wedding gift, and I use them daily when I cut onions. So they were in some massive need of cleaning. I also took some extra time to deep clean my sink and the sink drain. I spent some extra time also cleaning my cooktop backsplash and the stainless steel shelf. It collects a lot of grease over the weeks, and so it just needs a little extra attention today. Glass cooktops like this are really hard to keep clean without them staining, so you have to do this glass cooktop cleaner and along with just keeping up on it, otherwise it burns into the glass if you don't get it off right away. So this is one of my least favorite jobs to do, especially having to go in and out of all the burners and knobs. I know it's a silly complaint, but it is also always a lot of work, so it's something I put off, which I shouldn't put off. So today that's getting some extra love. I realized I still had a little bit of Christmas decor in our guest room, so I took that down and brought a big vase in with some cherry blossom picks. The picks are from Michael's, and the vase is actually from JCPenney. It's new and I love it. This windowsill is nice and big, so I thought I would put a big, nice planter pot there. I made a quick home cleaner. out of vinegar and lemon juice. I was trying to get some hard water stains off of our guest shower glass, and this was one of the hacks I read online. Those hard water stains, though, have been there since we moved into this house, so I wasn't too hopeful that it would actually work, but I thought I would try something before I go buy maybe a harsher product. So I spent quite a bit of time scrubbing this shower stall door, and it really didn't make any kind of difference, but it was worth the shot. I'm hoping to do about a 30-minute walk here with the boys. Feels good to get outside. Now that there's not as much snow on the ground, barely anywhere I'm going, just makes you feel better. Need to get some vitamin D. Looks like we're going to be clearing a lot of trees. There's a big windstorm about a year ago, and we haven't been up to this side of the property to clear yet. We have no clear path. Good boy. Almost back home, and all I see are chicken butts. Okay, it's time to get back to work. I washed our duvet cover. It was getting muddy. Our dogs had jumped on the bed a couple times, and normally we don't allow them to do that. So with the wet and muddy season out, it needed to be washed. I didn't want it to get stained. Anybody else think it's just so cumbersome to get a duvet cover back on? What is your best trick or tip to doing it? I put my duvet cover on inside out and then flip the entire blanket over itself again. So that's just my little tip, but I always seem to hit the ceiling or trip on the blanket, etc. You know what I mean. My final project of the day is to tackle our closet. The clothes are just messily folded everywhere. I wanted to do a new tactic to hang up all of my jeans and my pants. I watched a YouTube video on the best way to hang them up, so I was trying that hack, and I really thought it worked very well. Bye, girls.